My tags.
Dog's knocking at my door.
What?
My dog's knocking at my door.
Oh, he did. Look at that. There it is.
There we go.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Chirp and Chat with this week's episode on the Sports Hit List by the fans and for the fans. We're here to discuss the NHL playoffs and discussing the rest of what's pretty much going on. We're gonna get into a new game we like to call just to guess the player kind of thing. We have an announcement about our Instagram page. We are talking about Igor and Shesterkin and Vasilevsky tonight for Rangers Tampa Bay. Colorado imagines to sweep the Edmonton Oilers, and now they're going to the Stanley Cup final, which is pretty exciting because we all kind of anticipated that the entire year. Let's start it off real quick. Let's talk about last night. Colorado, like we just said, Colorado sweeps Edmonton. Guys, what's your thoughts?
Who had a sweep?
What?
Seriously, who the hell had a sweep?
I didn't think it would be this quick, but after all those times I said Edmonton losing in 5, I think it finally had to happen. Yeah. I kind of needed it to happen for my own sake with my own predictions, but I didn't think it'd be that quick.
Yeah,
I thought Edmonton would at least come back and get a game.
I was thinking that they're going to go to 6. And I think we all, I think we all predicted that they go to 6.
Look, after game one, I thought I thought Edmonton at least pulled 2 out of that. Like, I know they shit to bed, but, you know, God damn, Mike Smith, you know?
Fraud.
First of all, it's a miracle Edmonton even made it this far with Mike Smith as their goalie. I mean,
no kidding.
Yeah, the guy let up a 130-foot goal, for God's sakes. Like, what is your team supposed to do to help you?
And then he tried blaming somebody else, which was the best part.
That was the best part when he stuck his hand up. You could definitely tell by his reaction. He was like, "Oh, I want to do over."
He's like, "Why did nobody get in front of that?" Like,
he was absolutely just not paying attention.
That's like not his first one either. I think I've seen one go in on him from center ice before. That's the best part.
That wouldn't even surprise me, honestly. Like,
I honestly think Jonathan Marchessault like bombed one in on him when he was in Calgary. I gotta find the clip. Like,
that's great.
It was dumb. Like, I was like, really? And then that one in Calgary. I was just like, yeah, that was a butt fumble in playoffs.
If they had lost that game, because they were up 3-0 at that point too, that was the tying goal. If they had ended up losing that game, I don't think they were winning another game the rest of that series. There's no coming back from something like that.
No. you know, and I'm probably gonna get shit for this, but I honestly do feel bad for McDavid here because that guy carried that team even through this round. He carried that team, and it's just his back is sore right now.
Even like Draisaitl, how many times did he get shaken up that game?
I can't wait to see that injury report.
Yeah, he was fighting something. There was definitely something nagging.
Something. He was fighting everything.
Yeah, that's true.
That guy, like they literally for 2 games, just every time he was on the ice, had a camera focused on him to see how long it took for him to do a line change. It was like, I felt that was kind of like heartbreaking. You just see the guy limp off the ice after no physical contact.
Yeah, he got hit on a dump in too, so that didn't help his situation.
Yeah, the guy looked blown up like by the second period every game. It's just like I'm guessing probably a broken foot in there somewhere because he was putting some of the times when he was just pushing off of one foot, it just tells you broken foot. Or at least ankle, something
with his leg, yeah.
Can we just take a moment to realize Mike's playoff beard?
Yeah, it is.
It's there.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Phillips is still going to eviscerate him on it,
though. Lou Lamoriello says otherwise.
I would never sign a contract for a Lou Lamoriello run team because I am a grown-ass man, and I can grow a beard if I want.
You might get a $7 million no trade clause, though.
All right. Moving on. So tonight is game 4? Is it game 4 or game 5? Game 4, yeah. 4. Jesus. So it's game 4 of Rangers Tampa Bay. Now obviously we saw what happened the other night, or I should say the other day. At like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, we had Truba selling the bag, of course. Yeah. So, I mean, what are you guys thinking about the Rangers? Like, because honestly, it's a 50-50 for them, I think. Honestly. So.
Let the New York guys handle this.
I mean, no, listen, you're the out-of-stater. You express your opinion.
I want to hear you guys go first because.
Okay. All right. Joe, you want to go first? You want me to go first? Anybody?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I haven't been able to watch much hockey late with work, but I will say from what I did see of like Game 3, it seems like it's been a very power play heavy series. Like teams being very dependent on the power play. I think it was like 4 or 5 goals were scored on the power play last game.
Yeah.
Yeah, something weird like that.
I don't like how a lot of the goals have been scored on the power play. It just doesn't show that the Rangers or Tampa Bay can play 5-on-5.
Weren't like 3 of those power play goals like one-timers too?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wasn't that the worry coming out of the Hurricane series with the Rangers though? The 5-on-5 play. I think it was actually you, Sparacino, that touched on that last week.
And I wasn't wrong.
Oh.
All right.
Heading into the series, not to toot my own horn, but just to confirm Joey's point, the first 4 goals of Game 3 were all power play.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's not a good sign.
Was it all by Tampa, or like was it half and half?
I think the first 2 were Rangers, and then the next 2 were Tampa, right?
Yep. Yeah, Rangers opened up scoring pretty quick in Game 1. I think it was like 38 seconds, 10 minutes, something. It was quick. It was a quick Kreider goal, wasn't it? Open up the series.
Yeah, I think that since the Rangers and Tampa are like just scoring off power play goals, it really does say they can't score 5-on-5. Igor's too powerful. Vasey's too powerful. It's just a short-handed kind of thing.
Which is weird for Vasey because typically when he can see the puck,
he can save it.
Like, yeah, but when he has, if he has four of his guys in front of him, and he has lanes and he's not blocking those shots. I mean, I see some soft ones go in on Vasey this postseason, which really put some doubt in my mind about Tampa's longevity in the playoffs this year. And the fact that they're still alive is just a testament to how bad Florida was in the second round.
Yeah, usually you can see Vasey when Vasey has an open lane, like when he can see right, he has perfect his vision's out. He can save a puck no matter what. Same with Shesterkin, but it's just the stupid goals that just get let up. So it's neither their faults, but it's just how it is.
These are 2 like powerhouse offenses too. So like if you look at the other series too, I think Pavel Francouz has done a great job this playoffs coming in for Darcy Kemper with injury problems. And I mean, you face a team like Edmonton, like he gave up 5 goals. I feel like that's about normal with the way their offense is. I don't think he played bad by any means.
No, not at all.
I think that's just what's going to happen in that series. There are 2 great goalies 2 great offenses. I think that's just going to overpower everything.
Right.
So are we looking at whoever gets out of this series? Are we looking at a high-scoring finals? I mean, obviously Colorado has the firepower, but last week we were talking about defense out of the East.
Well, Kadri is out for the remainder of the season. That's a big piece.
That's huge.
That's a big
for
piece.
Not the reason I thought he was going to be out.
Yeah, but he break his thumb?
Yeah, he broke his thumb, but I didn't think that what came out of that boarding that he took from Evander Kane. I thought
he broke his wrist or something.
Yeah, I thought it was like he's gonna miss the remainder of the playoffs for a broken thumb. I'm not trying to laugh at the guy, but I mean, thank God that's all it was. I guess I don't know.
I mean, he's out for the remainder of the season, so broken wrist or not, it doesn't matter. He's out.
I will say that the hit looked pretty bad. I think a broken thumb is fortunate.
Well,
to say the least.
Evander Kane was out for Game 4, and that kind of hurt them a little bit, considering he is the top. He's he's part of the first line with McDavid, and whoever I forget who on that line, or maybe did they move Draisaitl up to that first line?
I'm trying to think how they were playing because I think they kind of shifted Kane around.
They mixed and matched Draisaitl to the first. It was because it was Draisaitl, McDavid, and Kane.
Yeah,
they did it. They did that there and there.
I thought I saw RNH on the first line at one point, just because maybe Draisaitl was a little slow getting on, but I think he just popped on. I know he plays center with same spot as McDavid, but I think he just jumped on to cover the slot.
I don't think that Draisaitl can hold a whole line by himself. He's got to have something. He's got to have a secondary piece to that line. Like, well, listen,
I mean, Hyman's been there though. Hyman was good in this.
Hyman is not an ideal player, you would say, that can carry a line. You know.
No, I wouldn't say carry a line, but he's a good piece to have.
He's a good piece, but he can't. He's not a McDavid. So
yeah. Well, who's a McDavid?
McDavid.
I think McKinnon's the only other comparison.
And Matthews. I would say Austin Matthews too.
Yeah.
That's about right. You guys can not argue with me on that. But yeah, I don't know what else.
You guys want to know a funny moment? I think it was Game 4. I think it was from last night when Landeskog hit Kassian from behind, and they both went hard into the boards.
Oh yeah.
Landeskog is like, he's down. Kassian gets up right away and then just starts going to town on this guy. I found that hilarious because Landeskog, he was down.
So
I think Cassian's lucky he didn't get a retaliation penalty because they were going on the power play for that.
Yeah.
So I know I'm not familiar with the whole touching the cup before you go to the finals. What's that whole thing? I have never heard of that before.
For a long time, there was a superstition that like if you touch they didn't want to touch the cup because they felt like they had a bigger trophy to win, which obviously the Stanley Cup.
Right.
But like, was it the Penguins when they won those back-to-back cups that started touching?
Yeah, they touched it. They touched it before the series against Nashville because I know that because my wife made a big deal about the Penguins touching the
cup?
Eastern Conference Championship.
That's funny.
Yeah, they touched it 2016, and next thing you know, they won the cup. So they got to that point the next year. They touched it again. They won the cup again. So it kind of became a crapshoot at that point.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Look, I don't believe in ghosts, and I don't believe in superstitions all that much, and so.
Why would you start a superstition off of Pittsburgh, the most poverty franchise in the NHL?
It was long before Pittsburgh.
I mean, it became a superstition when Pittsburgh did it.
Even Wayne Gretzky last night said, "Well, they didn't lift it over their heads." So.
Oh, that's true.
It looked like they kind of just laid a hand on it.
Yeah,
McKinnon and Landeskog did.
I just want to say this: like, as I've gotten older, I've started to realize how stupid that superstition is. Because I'm just like, it's like, oh, you don't want to touch this trophy because you're playing for another trophy. I'm like, when that finally sunk in, I was just like, dude, you earned the trophy that you're being presented. Touch it.
Was it Messi last night that said it? No, not Messi. It was somebody on the TNT crew last night was like, you guys played all season for this. Go touch it.
Yeah, seriously. Like, if a team wins the President's Trophy, go ahead, touch it. You earned it.
Well, who won the President's Trophy? Florida?
Florida and Tampa made quick work of them.
I was so upset when Tampa swept Florida. That was upsetting.
You think that's it for Joe Thornton?
What?
You think that's it for Joe Thornton now?
No, I think he's got one more year. I think he's got one more year.
I think he's got one more.
Because if Florida does what they did again next year in 23-24, they're gonna go. I'm sorry, 22-23. Jeez. I think that Joe Thornton can prove himself one more time because he did great this season, but I think that he could do it again. For the old bag he is, he can actually pull his weight together.
Joe Thornton is the I guess he's the new Jaromir Jagr.
Yeah. Okay.
He just doesn't want to stop playing.
All right. Well, yeah. Okay.
I just want to make this quick note. I mean, not to make a joke on a guy's injury, but it seems like what is this, the 5th year in a row now that Kadri is eligible to play in the playoffs, and he's not going to be able to finish it.
I thought that was the most ironic part. It's always Kadri that gets suspended for a hit in the playoffs, and then he was the one that got hit.
And it was like, oh, and the player that took him out got suspended for it. It's like
That's
when
funny.
I saw that Kadri gets when I see that he's done, it's like, man, is that karma? Like, is that the definition of karma right there? I'm like,
Yes.
Absolutely.
I saw a hilarious tweet after they put out the news. Evander Kane is gonna be suspended the rest of the series, and then somebody quote tweeted it and said, "So game 4."
Yeah, literally. I think that's why he only got one game, because they only had one game left in him.
That's great. Oh, I love that.
Look, guys, we don't want to have to carry a multi-game suspension into next season. So
Right. All right.
Like
So
Shifley had to do this year.
all right. Let's move on. I'm sick of talking about the Avs.
let's give a little bit of news. I think I posted it on the gram today. Let's talk about Cassidy real quick. Let's talk about what's next.
Bruce Cassidy fired from the Boston
Yeah.
Bruins.
At first I was shocked about it, but then I was like,
It makes
but then
sense.
I think it was either Chuck or was it you, Joey, that said, well, they're going through a retooling stage.
That wasn't.
That was Chuck.
Oh, that was definitely Chuck. Okay. Yeah, it was like okay, well, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, is that confirmation that Bergeron's gone?
I mean,
Probably.
I think he retires.
Yeah.
what about Marchand?
With the
Marchand's
way
still
that
locked
team,
up, though, isn't?
dude, with
No,
the way
wait,
that-
isn't Marchand a free? No, when is he a free agent?
Next
Marchand?
year, I
I'll
think.
have you.
Next year, I think.
I'll
Yeah, I
double
think
check
it's
that.
next year. But
I mean,
listen, if Bergeron is out and he's down for the count, I think that.
Marchand under contract for 3 more years.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
3? I didn't think it was that long. Jeez.
So maybe he'll get dealt at the deadline this year.
You think so?
Maybe. If he didn't this year, I think the new head coach is it a head coach? Like, right? I don't know. Whatever. I think they're just gonna move him around.
Did they name an interim or not yet?
no,
I
no.
don't-
I mean, they're
He was just
they're
fired
just
like
going into the
yesterday.
off-season. Yeah, they're just going to the off season, so they're probably in the head coach hunt. Because Trotzy hasn't signed yet. I think Blashill's still out there.
DeBoer too.
DeVore is, yeah. I mean, there are some notable names, and there'll probably be some more coming out after the finals. Even some assistants that are just ready to move up the rankings now, getting a shot. And I'm all for staying in the system too. I mean, Providence wasn't terrible for the last time I saw them. So sometimes those AHL guys are just ready to come on up, and if you're retooling with younger players from your squad, why not just keep the branch moving forward and just come up, bring up the coach.
Right. So let's move on. Okay. So Joey, do you have a wacky stat for us this week?
I do. I have a few, actually. I wasn't here last week, so I
Dude.
have some recycles from last week.
Dude, this kid's always got something up his sleeve.
Yeah.
Always,
Every week he's got something up his sleeve.
he carries the segment.
He does
I know
carry
I
the
told you
second.
guys this in the group chat. Tampa Bay Lightnings, if you take every playoff appearance they've had since 2011, they have either been swept in the first round
We
or
actually
made it to at least the conference finals.
we actually went
No in
over
between.
this
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
we-
I think
I think
Mike
you
actually
did it,
did
like-
that one for you.
a week ago. Yeah,
I wasn't here a week ago.
we did it
No,
for
Mike-
you.
I don't know.
Mike, me or
He
Mike
put
did
in
it.
the- He put it in the chat. And I think Mike
Just picked it up.
Spartino said it on there on the
He
show.
just
for
picked
us.
it
Okay,
up.
perfect. We got that one covered.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Then Tampa has never won a Stanley Cup without going through the Islanders in the playoffs. I don't know if you guys talked about that one.
No, because nobody cares.
Okay, fair enough. All right.
Nobody cares
But I
about they
think
didn't go
most
through the
interesting one
Islanders.
has to do with last night. Arturi Lekkinen, 2 straight years, 2 separate teams, sent a team to the Stanley Cup Finals in overtime.
Wow.
I'm going to go out
Clutch.
on a limb and say that's never happened before.
I don't think it has. I'm
I
glad you
think
brought
that's
that
a
up because
safe
I was ready.
assumption.
I'm glad you brought that up because I had that one like as a backup ready to go.
He had that one holstered and ready. Way to
Yeah.
go, Mike.
That,
Stay prepared, bro. Those are good. I mean, I didn't realize that until it was brought up last night. That Lekkinen sent to Canadians through last year.
yeah.
Actually, I kind of got a stat. It's not too crazy, but
Stop trying to piggyback Joey, bro. Like he
this,
carries.
This is Joey's gimmick. Just like his
That's
Clint's
right.
gimmick to be late.
He's not even coming on. Like,
can I say the stat now?
fine, go ahead.
Go ahead. Go
Okay,
ahead.
so this is the 8th time a team has advanced to the Stanley Cup final
And swept the team.
with only losing 2 games
That's
Wait a
since-
minute.
since 1987.
Wait, so the Avs are 10-2? No,
Yeah, they
Yep.
swept the
12
Predators.
or 12 and
12
2.
Oh,
Holy!
Yeah,
Yeah,
they swept
oh,
the
that's
Predators.
right. They swept the Preds. They beat the St. Louis Blues at, what was it, 6?
Yep.
Yeah, St. Louis is the only team they lost to.
Wow.
Hold your head, Hold your head high, Blues.
Oh.
The Blues are the only one who put up a fight.
Wow. That's
So the-
crazy.
The last team to do this, Kings in 2012.
I hate I hate the Kings.
I
hate
almost
the
wore that
2012.
jersey. I almost wore that jersey today. Like no joke.
No. See, if you would have
you-
wore
just-
a Stanley Cup Final Kings jersey, I would have booted you off.
No, you wouldn't have.
I would have.
You say that. You wouldn't have. You talk a lot, but you don't have the balls to do it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, okay. Do it now. Don't do it.
No, that's true. No.
I'm
Alright,
gonna be honest with
Carl.
you, guys may not like this.
Carl.
I don't think Colorado loses in the Stanley Cup final, no matter who they play.
I don't think so. They look too good. They're
They got
top
2
to bottom.
losses right now.
Listen.
It's not even that.
Listen.
It's not even that. Top to bottom, they
Whoever wins the Eastern Conference Final, I'm just glad the Rangers made it to the Eastern Conference Final. I'm actually so proud of this team, just like how far they've gotten. But like I'm seeing Mike Phillips in the chat. He goes, defense wins games. Like if the Rangers pick up their defense, and they do what they can do, defense wins championships. As every sport.
Don't bring that. Don't bring that. I'm just happy to be here. Shit.
Hey,
that literally.
you
that
can't
literally
speak.
sounds-
You were
No,
eliminated in the
I-
second round. You can't
I
even
can't speak. I can't speak because that'll be like me saying, "Oh, I'm glad the Hurricanes made the playoffs." No, that's copium, bro. Like it's straight up copium.
Bro, the
Like-
Hurricanes, no, the Rangers deserved that number 1 spot in
Yeah.
the Metro, and you know it.
No, I don't know that because I
Well, it
Ryan,
doesn't
I gotta
matter now,
disagree
because
with
the
you.
Rangers
on
are
that
Damn,
not
all
one.
right, I was trying to make a point. Trying to make a point.
you try to talk. Can we circle back to last night because this comes down to this was a hot topic on Twitter earlier and I missed it. Talking about the Oilers Avs. What do you think? Was that high sticking or was it good? I mean,
It was close, but I think it was good. I think it was
Yeah,
too
I-
close. to
I
call.
think it was good. There is no way.
I think that the right call that the goal stands instead of it's a confirmed goal was the right move because that, like you said, that was way too close. But I mean, this is the problem going forward that the NHL has to figure out because if it's a game of centimeters like that, they got to find a way to get a camera that can be placed that they are going to be able to put at the crossbar to determine high stick and because those close calls, especially in situations like that where it ends the season, like
Yeah.
that carries so much vitriol towards the NHL coming from the losing side that it like you Canadian hockey Twitter, which is already bad. I know Chuck's going to say Toronto Maple Leafs fans for whatever reason. He just went in there.
I actually like the
but-
Leafs, honestly.
Huh?
I actually like the Leafs.
No. I'm just saying he just every time I say, oh, hockey Twitter is going crazy, he goes Maple Leafs fans. It's like,
Alright.
but no, like that's like the hot topic. It's just like it's always going to be wasn't it? The losing side is always going to say.
I'm watching the Colorado Avalanche goal again.
Okay, so here's why it's a good goal.
I'm gonna watch it again. I'm
So-
just gonna just see for reference.
All right, I'm just going to explain while
Keep
you're
going.
watching that. So, upon like the high sticking rule,
Mhm.
there's 2 different versions of the high stick rule.
Correct. I'm glad you're bringing this up.
The normal high stick stoppage of play rule, if another person on the team touches it, is if the stick makes contact with the puck above the shoulders.
Mhm.
The puck was below the shoulders. The high sticking rule for a goal being called off, the stick has to be above the crossbar. Now, what happened during the play was the stick was below Lekkonen's shoulders. It hits Smith, which effectively negates any controversy there, and he scores on another.
So
It's a good goal.
Let me counter you on that. Just going back to if you look earlier in the season, I've seen high sticking. I've seen a puck, a supposed stoppage of play, where the puck does contact, let's say, the opposition team's skate, which is essentially what happened here with they going off of Smith's pad, but they still blow the play dead, even though play should have continued in that case. So this is the problem. They gotta clearly define these rules because.
Hold on. I'm looking at it right now. Right. I paused at the perfect time. You can't even see that.
No, that was
It's all
terrible.
blue.
Is your screen green? My God.
No. So this is what I'm seeing. Do you see that? And
you got to look at it from the other angle.
Yeah.
All right.
It's literally impossible to tell in that angle.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't
yeah,
know.
I would have
thought if it was looking at it from this angle, the one I'm looking at now, that's a high stick. But I guess you have to look at it from a different angle.
Yeah, you gotta look at it from the flatter angle. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, if they're gonna enforce this rule, they gotta get a better camera angle, even if it's
maybe like a lower boards camera.
Yeah, I mean,
I think either that or maybe even a crossbar cam.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty dope.
No,
if we had the crossbar cam, cool, but it's gonna break so many times because everybody's hitting crossbar.
You can't put it behind the glass because all it takes is a player to get between the camera and the play to invalidate it. So
yeah, they put it by the siren. That's reasonable.
Crossbar too. Actually, the goalie would just be right in front of it, I guess.
Yeah.
I just learned something about the NHL app. You literally can't exit out a video until you hit skip ad.
Oh, you didn't know that?
What?
No, I did. So apparently you can only X out a video if there is no skip ad function. If there's an ad.
Damn it, Gary
before
Bettman.
Watching a video.
This is why.
Oh, the NHL's ads are brutal.
Oh yeah.
They're really bad at the ads.
This is why I hate Gary Bettman.
I don't even care about that because it's just like, all right, advertisements, they make money. I honestly couldn't give a shit what they are because I don't pay attention to them anyway.
Moving on. All right. So Jalix is in the comments saying, "Who's winning Game 4 tonight? Who do we got? Do the Rangers go up 3-1, or is it a tied series to make it 2-2?"
I honestly think Tampa will take it tonight. I think it'll be.
Well, is it?
I'm gonna go.
It's at MSG tonight, so the home
No,
ice.
it's not. It's in Tampa.
Oh,
It's in Tampa.
Shit. Yeah, it's in Tampa.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 4-2 Tampa. Obviously, probably 2-2 going into the third. But I'll go with Tampa with the empty netter to make it 4-2. I think it's gonna be a really tight game. But yeah, Tampa just doesn't like to lose at home.
It's proven fact.
But I think these are the two games that Tampa wins, and then
I agree
We'll
with
see.
Justin. I mean, it's been the trend all playoffs. The home team just does
Dominates.
home team just wins every game. I think Tampa's going to even it up, and then will be a best of 3 from that point on.
The home
As
team
for a
wins
score, I'm
every
going to
Well,
say
like,
6-4
listen.
with an empty net.
Listen, think about this. You know what they say about Game 7 home games? They always win. So I'm thinking New York Rangers.
I got to look that up now.
they didn't say that last round.
Hold on.
Yeah.
just that.
You did you do that for me?
No.
Well, I think you did. That feels
Carolina.
like That feels like a personal attack.
Ryan, just for reference, Rangers have literally won one game 7 the last like 7 years.
Yeah, I know.
Ooh.
I'm trying to get the mood up.
I mean, they've been involved in 2, but still.
Trying to get the mood up. I think they'll go to game 7, but I think Rangers will take it tonight. Go up 3-1. If Trouba doesn't sell the bag, then we'll be good.
Okay, I honestly think Tampa still might have won, even if Trouba only took 1 or 2 penalties instead of 3. Because if you look back at that game, as soon as Kucherov scored to make it 2-1, it was all Tampa. Like, even when the Rangers were 5-on-5, they didn't do anything. Now, I'm basing this off of in between my streams crapping out the entire car ride home on Saturday. Or Sunday. Sunday, yeah.
Sunday, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was as soon as Tampa scored, that game was not pretty.
Paul's in the comments. He's saying, "Let's go Rangers, B. Rangers win 4-2 tonight." Parlay P in the building. Mike, did you bet tonight?
Let me double check.
Did
Doesn't
you?
even know.
He has
No,
money
I
out
put-
there. He's like, let me make sure.
Because I put more than 1 in, so I gotta double check.
Joey, we can't bet because we're not as of age yet.
Wait, is gambling 18 or 21?
21. They changed.
It is 21
They
now? Okay.
changed it, or has it always been 21? I think it's always been 21.
No, I think it's always been 21.
Yeah.
I think it
Going-
depends on the state. New York's probably always been 21.
Going to a casino otherwise has been 18.
I know there are definitely states where like you could be 18 and gamble.
Yeah, I think North Carolina you can go to. I think with the Indian Reservation casinos is like here in Cherokee. I think you can be 18.
Right. All right. Well, I don't want to talk about. Whatever.
Ryan, to answer your question, Tampa as part of a parlay.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, Caesars has a 10% parlay boost.
Right. So here's our new segment. We're gonna dive right in. I know we tried doing this like a couple weeks ago, and then I just never did it again. But we're gonna do a guess the player. So we have 60 seconds to guess a player in the NHL. It could be quite literally anything. It could be Biz Nasty's bald head to a piece of glass from the boards. It could be anything, but I just prefer a player. So, who is I think what me and Justin are guessing, and Joey and Mike are got players.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, who's going first?
You can go first, just in case I pick your player.
Okay.
All right. So, Joey, you want to get a timer ready?
Yeah. How long?
60
I got it.
seconds. Oh,
I
sorry.
got
You got it?
All right.
Okay.
Well, do a countdown.
And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Is he in the West?
Yes.
All right. Is he in the Pacific?
No.
Central. All right,
Yes.
so he's in the Central. Is he from
An
Chicago?
Avalanche.
Hold on, wait.
Wait.
You guys want to like take turns or something?
Oh, it's just. I thought it was just like we just do.
I'm not stopping the clock.
Hold on, wait.
Is he an Avalanche?
Yes, Avalanche.
Shit.
McKinnon. McKinnon.
Is it Kadri?
No.
All right.
Landeskog.
No.
Rantanen?
Is he a center?
No. No.
Is
Is he a goalie?
No.
Is it Taze?
Yes. Yes. He got.
Former Islander. God.
So
Should have known. I should have known.
So how I originally was gonna do it, I was gonna say it'd be me and Joey, and then it'd be Justin and Mike. That's not. I should have specified, but we'll do that another time. All right, now
I just got the crap scared out of me by a dog outside. I
right.
forgot the window was open.
All right, Mike, it's your turn. Keep going.
Okay, so we're starting over, right?
Yeah,
With the time.
60 seconds.
Okay, and in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Justin will take turns
East.
going. Okay,
No.
this is West. Central.
Yes.
Colorado.
Yes.
McKinnon.
No.
Rantanen.
Devontae's.
Get it.
Is he
No.
Is he a center?
I
Is he a
don't.
se-
No. No.
Is it
No.
Francois?
No.
Landeskog.
No.
Kadri.
No.
Shoot.
Is
he a
he?
fourth
Is
liner?
he? Is he a coach?
No coach. Possible fourth liner.
Possible fourth liner.
Oh, Jack Johnson.
No.
Oh, you mean? Oh, dang it.
No.
I don't know. Is it McCarr?
No.
You said fourth liner.
Yeah, but like you could throw a curveball at me.
Oh God,
Is it Cogliano?
Nope.
Darren Helm.
Yes.
Oh,
With 2
right at the
seconds to
buzzer.
spare.
You like that?
With 2 seconds to spare.
Oh, primetime Darren Helm.
Primetime Darren Helm on the Red Wings, bro.
I swear, I thought I had you guys stumped as soon as it hit 50 seconds.
Bro, you said possible fourth liner, and I was like, shit, who's on the fourth line? And then I was like O'Connor, and then I was like, who did I say?
I
said
sure you
O'Connor,
said-
Cogliano. I was like, who else on the fourth line? I was like, oh shoot, it's Darren Helm.
I thought he was going like Nickelback Kubel or something.
I was thinking Tom first.
I would
and
just
I was
like to point this out. You asked me, is he a fourth liner? And I said possible fourth liner, and you just go McCarr.
Yeah, that's why.
That
why I
is
was like,
disrespect and a half.
that's why it took 10 seconds off the clock to say he's a defenseman.
I mean, I said defenseman. Why not? All right. You guys want to
Okay.
do one more, and then we'll just do it the style that we had it, like how I said. We can do one more,
I could think of someone.
or unless you two want to go.
All right, I'll guess.
Let's have you two
Sure.
go. All right. So we'll do me and Joey, and then we'll do Justin and Mike. So let me get my clock ready. Oh shoot, I gotta think of somebody now.
You want to do Justin and Mike first?
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah, do them
I
first.
got it.
All right. 60 seconds.
Oh, I got it.
All right.
This isn't high tech here. Okay.
Who's going?
Who's asking the question?
Well, it's no. You Mike. You have a player. Justin has to guess.
Wait,
No,
Oh, I'm
again?
sorry.
okay,
I meant the other way around.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I got a
Justin.
player.
So
Justin
Justin
has the player.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Mike, you have to guess what
West.
it is. Oh.
No.
East.
Well.
Yes. Oh, obviously.
Still in the playoffs?
No.
Ooh, good question.
Metro.
No.
Crap. Panther. No. Red Wing?
No.
You
say right wing or a red wing?
I said Red Wing.
No.
Son of a bitch. Ottawa.
No.
Philly? No, I mean Montreal.
No.
Buffalo.
No.
Okay, then who? You literally
said-
just said non-playoff team, and I listed,
You said Metro. You said Metro.
and you
Oh,
said
you,
no.
you said still in the playoffs. I said no.
No, didn't I say? I asked you Metro, and then you said no, and then I asked you still in the playoffs. You said no. Then I literally just listed the 4 teams in the Atlantic that were not in the playoffs, and you just said no to all of them.
But they're
Don't
still
you have
not in
final
the
guess by
playoffs.
now?
Wait, are they still in the playoffs or no?
No, they're not still in the playoffs.
Don't you have final guess by now? It's been 60 seconds.
Oh, who was it?
It was Claude Giroux.
He said Florida.
No, he didn't say Florida.
No, I asked you still in the playoffs, and you said no.
Still in the playoffs. Still in the playoffs. They're not still in the playoffs.
He's right.
Are the Florida Panthers still in the playoffs?
He's
You
thinking
played
Tampa
yourself,
Bay.
homie.
He's thinking
Cursed
Tampa
by
Bay.
his
You
own
played
wording.
yourself, homie. God, making me sound like I'm.
All right.
Ryan, you got a player.
I got a player. Yeah.
Hold on. I'll
I
do
felt
this
like
again.
for a second there, I legitimately felt like I cheated, and then I'm like, no, I didn't.
I feel like I'm losing brain cells over here.
I'm
What
not
is
just-
happening?
All right. Moving on. Is it my turn yet? Might be
Yeah.
good. All right. Joey, 60 seconds. You have to guess this specific version of them. Ready, set, go.
East.
No. Well,
Okay.
well, kind of.
You mean kind of?
It's
Is he in the West currently?
Yes. Yes.
Central.
No.
Anaheim.
No.
Arizona.
No.
No, they're not there anymore. Seattle.
No.
Vancouver.
No.
Vegas.
Nope.
Calgary.
Yeah.
Forward.
Yes.
Cali Yarncroke.
No.
Elias Lindholm.
No.
No, no, forward. Mangiapane.
Nope. 10 seconds.
Monahan.
No.
Dubé.
No.
Gaudreau.
No. And
Kachuk.
final guess.
Well, Lucic?
Kind of.
What do you mean kind of?
Kind of.
It's a certain version of him.
Oh, it's
Are you talking Boston Bruins Milan Lucic?
Yeah.
What?
I didn't think you were gonna get it.
he played his own life.
How do you? Okay.
I'm so
What?
confused, bro.
Did he just change the rules mid-game? Like,
No.
all of a sudden it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be the player.
I said specific version of him.
Did I get it right?
Yeah, you got it right. Yes, you got it right. Boston Bruins, Milan Lucic. There you go.
I like the change, bro. I like the name change.
Yeah,
Once
no,
again,
'cause
taking that L, Sparacito. Yes, sir. All right.
Oh man.
I was panicking, so I was literally just like, I know I said I asked you still in the playoffs, but then I thought I said, like, looking back, no, I didn't ask him if he was still in the playoffs. I asked him if it was a playoff team. So I confused myself out of panic.
At least, at
All
least she
right.
admitted that she took the L on that one.
So, I mean, what else is there really to talk about? We really don't have too much to explain, considering we are in the conference finals of both. Actually, not anymore. We're in the conference final of the East, but for the West, we are kind of moved on.
Yeah, I mean, right now, like, it's just kind of seeing where the
Rangers
series
Tampa.
goes with the Rangers and the Bolts, and then until, I mean, there's not much going on, news wise. There's no I know there's, like, I think Jack Roslovic got re-signed by the Blue Jackets. But that's probably the biggest, like, thing that's happened this week.
Yeah. Actually, there's one thing we forgot to announce, that we will be doing a fantasy episode. We're going to have we're going to have everybody from the Hit List hockey team, and we are going to do a giant fantasy night. It's kind of like, I guess, a special episode for the week. Mike's excited, but even he's once again taking that L, Sparacino. I mean, listen, I think we'll have a lot of fun with it. It's I think the rebrand for next season is going to be great for us. I think we're going to have a great time doing our fantasies. We will be bringing a new segment for a fantasy update. I think if there's really nothing too much to talk about, we can have the fantasy update maybe once every 2-3 weeks, which is not bad. I'm sure you guys like the idea of it. Mike even brought up to us in the group chat. Was like, "Hey, let's do fantasy," and I was like, "All right, why not?" So we will.
Joey, you're in, right?
I'll be in, yeah.
Of course he's in. So
all in, baby.
All the marbles are in. But let's break down. I mean, obviously we're going back to the Eastern Conference Final, but let's break down what we got tonight. Barclay Goodrow is in for Game 4, I think, and so is Ryan Strome. So that's good to hear. Braden Point is still out for the remainder of the season. He's not coming back from the stupid. Well, I don't know what the hell he even had.
I don't even remember what he had. It was like
I don't know.
Yeah.
So
Well, he tried skating before Game 1, but they said
he fell right into the boards. I saw the clip.
Yeah, it was so. Yes, but he's done. He's done. I just don't think he even comes back. It's not even worth bringing him in right now.
Now, do you guys think that they should move around the lineups for the Rangers to see if they could possibly have a jump on the gun, or should they leave their standard 3 lines, have Frankie 77, 93, and 20, 10, 16, and 18, and then the kid line, and then Revo, Barclay, and Hunt?
I don't think they have to change, honestly.
No.
They already got 2 games in the series. They had a tough loss last game. I don't think I think that's just something they need to regroup. I don't think it requires shuffling.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's my thought, and I was just about to say that the Rangers are not in a situation where they got to do any type of big changes. Maybe cut down on a minute here or two in the pinch, but it should be business as usual right now.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think there's really much else we can talk about.
I just scrolled across this on Twitter and I just wanted to bring it up.
Oh no.
So the Bruins fired Cassidy, and the screenshot is of the Bruins 2015 draft, picks 13 through 15, and the 3 players immediately following in Barzal, Kyle Connor, and Thomas Chabot.
L.
So if anyone's taking that L right now, it's the Bruins, because that probably cost them a cup.
I think they could really use Barzal, Connor, and Chabot right about now.
Oh yeah.
Especially with their defense out for the start of next year.
Well, wait, who got drafted instead of those 3 idiots?
It was
Jacob
DeBrusk.
Zaboral, Jake DeBrusk, and Zachary Senshin.
I thought it was Charlie McAvoy.
Senshin.
McAvoy was 2016.
Oh shoot! And they passed.
I think he was 2016.
Yeah.
Senshin.
Yeah. Whatever.
I mean, I know. If you want to dig for a subject, I mean,
I'm not digging for nothing. I'm just saying.
No. I'm just saying. Like I was just thinking. Since it's fresh on elimination for them, what's next for the Oilers? I mean,
ooh.
That the window on that team has to be closing, right? I mean, I know they're cycling coaches out, but I don't think the coach is the problem here.
I think it's
But-
the roster.
I say they give Mike Smith another 2-year contract.
No, get him out of Edmonton. What are you talking about? Get his ass out of Edmonton.
Mike Smith and Mikko Koskinen are not it.
Mike,
Imagine how good they would be if they had a goalie not named Mike Smith and Mikko Koskinen.
Dude, Mike
Anyone.
has the
They
same
could
name
take
as
James. They could take James Reimer right now for all I care.
Oh,
James
my.
Reimer will be their savior.
Mike Sparacino has the same first name as Mike Smith, who took an L last night. So you both take L's. Sorry, I just had to bring it up.
Can we talk about the greatest moment of the playoffs last night when Don Koharski said "Holy shit" live on air?
Oh yeah, that was. Yeah,
Wait, Ryan,
reviewing
pay attention to my
high
name.
stakes.
You're gonna enjoy this.
Yeah, Don Koharski just like going like, I don't know, guys. It looks like that, and the sticks up high. Like, oh, holy shit, that's a goal.
Thank God for rewind.
Thank God for rewind.
I took a video of it and sent it to you.
Oh, so
guys
did
in
I.
group chat.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know, and holy shit, this goal. And he goes, oh, sorry.
I love that. That's hilarious.
That was a pure.
No, but literally,
Heat
as soon
moment.
as he said that, like our whole group chat was off.
Oh,
To
yeah.
Oh, we
Carl.
were crying.
No, dude, Carl. We were like, Carl. He cursed on air.
I'm surprised Mike didn't
Oh God.
let it happen.
Oh, no. Remember what I said right before he did that? I said, I'm so sick of Don Koharski. 3 seconds later, he lets out a holy shit, and I fucking
It's
love
like
the guy
he
now.
completely redeems himself.
He's on my good side.
Wait,
Don
is,
Koharski, even Don Koharski handed Mike an L.
is the he's
God.
Oh man.
How's your life?
is the game tonight on ESPN or is it on TNT?
I believe it's ESPN.
I hope
I feel
not.
bad for you guys having to be stuck with ESPN.
Yeah,
while you guys
ESPN.
got
I
TNT.
hate ESPN. I
Hey,
hate
Justin,
look, yeah.
Justin, Ryan.
Yeah, TNT's done. TNT is
Michael
done.
Dunkarski gave me that.
I mean, you look at TNT though. TNT's got announcers like what do you call Ken Albert, John Forsland, Brendan Burke. Who's ESPN? I don't even know the ESPN guys' names.
Sean McDonough and Ray Ferraro. You're
They're not
fine.
even in the same ballpark as the TNT guys.
No,
No.
I hate Sean McDonough. He isn't he the commentator for the Carolina Hurricanes?
No.
Thought he was.
I don't think so.
John Forsland was the guy on the Hurricanes.
Yeah, John Forsland. John Forsland was who we had, and now he was in Seattle. Then he did some games with TNT this year.
Bring back Gary Thorne.
No, sorry, he did some ESPN.
ESPN would be so much better with him.
You know who I would want to have as a commentator for like the playoffs like this? Because I know in the past years we had Doc Emmerich, we had obviously Ray Ferraro. I really want to see what's his face? Oh my god, I just had him in his head and I lost it. Oh, the guy from the Oilers when he screams overtime winner, and like,
I don't know his name.
I forget his name.
I think he's their Sportsnet guy.
Is he? Ah, okay.
You want to know who they need?
Who?
Mike Smith?
No.
Sam
the guy.
Rosen.
No. The guy who used to do Buffalo. I think he retired.
Oh, Rick Jenneret.
Yes.
Yes.
Dude, that guy does not get the respect he deserves.
Oh my god.
I love listening to that guy.
That's great.
Yeah. On closing on that note, like, you know what? TNT for their first year, I dug it. I really did. I love
TNT. I thought TNT.
I actually look forward. I look forward to
watching TNT games, right?
Yeah, like, you know, and this is, you know, I'm probably gonna come off at obviously biased, but you know, having a family that worked in NBC and NBC Sports, I actually did like the guys with NBC Sports. I know they're not everybody's favorite or not everybody's cup of tea.
I like NBC.
Yep.
But my worry was that the quality, because of being on TBS and TNT, was probably gonna suffer a little bit. But that when I saw that panel the first game, I saw Wayne Gretzky up there, and I was like, okay, well, they brought Wayne in, so it's gotta be knowledgeable hockey talk. Then Wayne Gretzky turned into story time, but no, they had a great first year.
I thought TNT did great. Honestly,
Yes.
I feel like they have done better than some of the other networks have done over the years. I mean, what can I say?
Yeah, I know every team feels like ESPN is biased against them, but that's the problem. That's the problem. Like when every team's fan base thinks that you have bias against them, that is showing that you're not balanced at all. And they're and I don't know who the lady is on the ice with them, but my gosh, she sounds like she's bored every game. Like,
wait, Leah Hextall?
Yeah, she sounds like she's is a burden to be there.
I remember when she did, I think it was the play-by-play. She was either play-by-play or color announcer, and people were ripping on her on Twitter.
That was play-by-play, because I remember in our hockey team's group chat, we were like ripping, like, what is this?
Notice how that was the only game she was in the booth.
People
she definitely called she called one Islander game. It was brutal.
Oof. I couldn't imagine watching. I couldn't imagine having to sit through that. That's one of those. I'm not a radio guy. That's one of those ones that I put the TV on mute and turn the radio on.
Yeah, just to put a disclaimer out there, we're not shitting on women's announcers. We're shitting on
no.
the terrible announcers.
Oh my
God. I think Catherine
we
Tappan does a
literally
great
just
job.
shit on like 3 or 4 ESPN male announcers. So it's
No,
like we're not
we
singling
shit on
anybody
the
out.
entire crew.
Catherine Tappan is like.
all right. We're done. We're done here.
Just had to clarify.
All right.
No,
So
look, I just wanted to give TNT and TBS props for a great first year of NHL coverage.
Yeah, there's nothing like Bissonnette and Tocchet just yelling at each other for an entire intermission.
So good.
all right, guys. So unfortunately, we do have to wrap up for today's episode of Chirp and Chat. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Please make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe to all.
Instagram.
I was getting to that. Please make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe to all of our social media platforms for the Sports Hit List, and also follow us on our Instagram for Chirp and Chat at Chirp and Chat on Instagram. Justin and I will be running the account for the time being, and then we will roll over into the summer, and then roll back over into the preseason and back in September. But for the rest of the shows this week, tonight right after us at 7 p.m. is the Fan Zone with Mike and Manny. If you guys want to check out Justin, I think you're going to be on there as well.
Yep,
Mike,
I'll be there.
You too?
I think so.
All right. I'm not going to be. I want to watch the game. But listen.
Game's at 8.
I know. It's okay. Maybe I'll come on for a little bit. We'll see. So Sports Mania tomorrow at 4 o'clock with Andres and Jordan on the court to cover the NBA playoffs for the NBA. The Warriors and the Celtics are in the NBA Finals now. Let's go Warriors. I hate the Celtics. No, I'm just kidding. Pro Wrestling Injection at 10 p.m. The B Show on Thursdays at 6. And then High Velocity at 7:30. Yes, on Thursday. And then Monday, Smoke and Mirrors at 7:15. And then we come right back to us for Chirp and Chat at 5:30 on Tuesday. Now, next week is like the show we figure out who is in the Stanley Cup final. So like you're not gonna want to miss next week's episode, right, boys?
Yep.
Absolutely.
100%.
So I think we all can say is best of luck to either the Rangers or Tampa Bay.
Hey,
So.
shout out to the documentary right quick because that was fire.
Yeah, make sure you guys go check out the Master Joe documentary on the Sports Hit List YouTube page, and I think on the Facebook as well. I was fortunate to work at the event, so I got to hang out with Master Joe himself. Super chill, dude. Super chill.
Fantastic watch.
It was great. I honestly, personally, I loved it, and I know Master Joe. It was like it brought him home. Like it hit him at home. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this week's episode. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at Chirp and Chat on Instagram. We're gonna be uploading pretty much the entire week, covering the Eastern Conference Final. I guess whatever's left of it, and then we'll be covering the Stanley Cup Final and whatever we have for the draft. The draft is July 7th, and Shane Wright's going to Montreal, as we say.
Probably.
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 All right. So I hope you guys.
There's your talk. Talk on.
I hope you guys all enjoyed. We'll see you guys next week for our Stanley Cup